YouTube, hello Twitch, and it's some more Hearthstone. And I've got to be honest with you, I've just been talking to Twitch about this. I've not played basically since launch, so I played quite a long stint there for some pre-recorded videos. And then after that, I moved house. And the moving house stuff kind of didn't synchronize with the Hearthstone stuff. So I did play a little bit off camera. I did begin to appreciate the hell that was playing against Paladin, where you had to stay above 20 health, otherwise Leroy would get you with Wind Fury. And also now that has passed us because we've had a patch last week, so the basic patch was that it brought Paladin back into line with some of the other decks. It nerfed the really obnoxious parts of that. For example, Wind Fury and Paladin, pretty strong when you have hand buffing synergies. Also, the aura that gave you +3 now gives you... It's only +1 now, right? Let me just check this. I believe they really went hard on this. So basically, the threat of Paladin just obliterating you down from even like 20 or 30 health, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's +1 now in Deputization Aura. It's just completely gone. In its place, I believe, but I've not played much since the patch went live. I believe now that Demon Hunters reign supreme. With the Magtherodon Demon Hunter deck. It sounds really weird to name it, but that's probably its apt name. And also the Highlander Demon Hunter deck. I believe Token Hunter is also pretty strong too, but Token Hunter did get a little nerf. Anyway, this is beside the point. The point is, why is no one playing Boom Warrior? I've literally not come up against anyone that has played this deck, that's even tried to formulate this deck. So I thought, you know what? I like playing these, like, not necessarily meme decks, but maybe decks that weren't that popular, and then try and elevate them to a state where I think they are playable. And I've started with this baseline of Boom Warrior. The gimmick really is, I think, for this deck, to cheat out your giant mechs, namely the Factory Assembly bot, but also Bot Face, or even something like Grommash with Chemical Spill. And if you cheat out, especially Grommash with Chemical Spill, he gets 10 attack as charge and will just rush you in the face. It's like playing against Paladin, right? As I originally formulated the idea of this deck, what I wanted it to be was very tempo-orientated, more mid-rangey. I've done a few tests off camera of not quite this list, but list close to this. And basically you get destroyed by Token Hunter, which by the way is why my Ziliax is in this orientation, to try and deal with the token decks, cheat out an early mech that gives me lifesteal, just to keep me alive while I get into the late game. Basically my early cards are, let me live until I get to the late game, and in my late games they smork, right? I have put Botface into the deck. Botface hasn't been performing well at all by ratings. You may also notice I've got Blast Tortoise in here. That is in part because Botface can get you a mini that tutors for a beast, so I thought we might as well throw a beast in the deck, and I kind of needed one additional card, and some A-Wave's pretty good. Also, I've got some of the Taunt synergy, because most of the mechs in the deck have Taunt. Not all of them, but most of them. So the +1/+1 is pretty appreciated. And then the name of the game really is get Fireworkers, get your testing dummies, get your containment units, which I've thrown a copy of in, and then use the boom wrench to get the deathrattle effects to go off additional times. And basically get into a state where it's almost like playing Astalor every single turn, and your opponent just can't deal with it. They get to the point where they can't kill the testing dummies anymore, because they'll die, right? So that's the name of the game. Will it work? Possibly not, but we're going to find out. I don't think there's any other particularly obnoxious or alt cards in the deck. Furious Furnace doesn't see that much play as a mech. It does have Magnetic. If I can magnetize this onto a Ziliax, a little bit harder now that the cost 1 less for each minion in play has been nerfed. It got increased by 1 mana. But there were games on my test where I got this out very cheap to, like, 2 mana, put a Furnace on it as well, and then it did this arcing lifesteal. It's a bit like having Hollowhound, right? But it costs 2 cards instead, so But it has, it has Divine Shield, right? So it makes up for it, right? And Taunt. And yeah, that would keep me alive against these token decks. So he's now run as a one-off. Bladestorm is also in here for me to deal with the Token Hunters. Sanguine Depths, again, will allow me to proc, like, the Enrage mechanic. Also, what you can do is proc your mech, like your Fireworkers and your testing dummies, to give them +2 attack, and then copy them with Recommend Decking to get that extra little bit of more damage. And that make all the difference in winning games. Anyway, for warning, I think this deck isn't going to perform particularly well, but that's never stopped me before. Let's get going. I didn't check HS Replay. It's great to have a new home. How do I feel in it? Well, this is my, like, family home, so it's nice, I guess. I've been kind of waited on hand and foot by my mother, which has been very nice. And yeah, it does have a lot more light in it. And the lighting's a bit better. It's not just behind me, it's in front of me and above me and in front of me behind me. So, yeah, I've enjoyed it. I was a bit tired out, let's put it that way. I'll just keep this hand. Once I moved, I was originally going to do some streaming last week. And over the Easter weekend, I just had to have a break. So, apologies I didn't stream or record. I was simply pooped out. But I'm back now, I feel rested. The stress of moving houses alleviated. Funnily enough, I don't know exactly which one this is. I don't know if this is the draw a bunch of cards rogue. Rogue has not been performing as well as they thought either, so... Alright, this is probably draw all the cards in your deck, Rogue. So they're going to start cheating out some really big stuff fairly soon.
Let the pain speak to me.
Well, we can start cheating out some Fireworker, at least one. One of the other issues I had with this deck in testing was draw, which is kind of why we have the Acolyte of Pain. I was running Magatha, but there are a few spells I really wanted to put in the deck, which I didn't want to give my opponent with Magatha. So yeah, it had to be cut. Ooh, okay. I think that changes what I was going to do. I was just going to play another Fireworker, but I might Sanguine proc my 1/4, see what I get. And if it's no good, I might just recommend deck him. Just send it.
So many choices.
Okay. I will wreck him, deck him. I could have also buffed the 5/5 to risk the 50/50, but I decided not to. Alright. 100% win rate, play this deck. I'll take it. The other nice thing, Numi, about having, just having the break, I'm kind of settled now at this point. There's some things I know I can't play, so I was testing over the weekend whether or not I could play, like, stuff like Overwatch on it. I can't play Overwatch in my current setup. It's just too internet intensive. But it allows me to play some more, like, story-based games. Like, I wanted to do some Darkest Dungeon, maybe. I've not played that for a long time. Nor have I finished that game. So it'd be nice to finish a playthrough of that, and I'm now more willing to start it. That I don't have to move my computer around or risk the save file getting, like, messed up or anything. So yeah, looking forward to creating a bit of, steady content again. Alright, a Mage. I don't think I need Ziliax. Sanguine Depths. I'll keep it, but I feel like maybe I should just mulligan that. Then again, there is a lot more Rainbow Mages. Okay, I couldn't have known that, right? There's a lot more Rainbow Mages hanging about, so we might want to go a little bit more aggressive. Okay, it is Rainbow Mage.
Any problem. Now, where did I put my explosives?
This is kind of one of the other issues of the deck. If you ever draw like Recommend Deckham and Sanguine Depths, and you draw the chemical spills in hand, you can really easily get like some really sticky, horrible hands. Which, again, is kind of why I wanted to run Magatha for the draw 5. Yeah, send the other Sanguine Depths. I can ping something for 2 health now if I have to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into it. I mean, I think I've got it installed to the Darkest Dungeon, so don't be surprised to see it.
Reality. Whoa, reality.
Alright.
Whoa.
The perfect draw. Set up the weapon destruction for next turn. Have a Fireworker on the field. I don't think it's worth pinging the 1/1s, by the way. But we could send a lot of damage if they don't summon another minion. Double Sanguine Depths, the Fireworker, copy it with Reckham and Deckham. Just send it face. I am a little bit restricted on board space now, which is probably the reason why I shouldn't have done this, but... how was I to know?
Explosions, now in color. Hammer down.
Alright, so we get 2 1/1s. And then I don't have the mana to do it this turn, so this is fine. Hold. Hope the 5/5 lives. I'll take face damage. 4 plus 4. Excellent. Alright. I guess Counterspell is the slight concern right now. I will play into your Counterspell. Not Counterspell. Ice Barrier. Okay. I could have Furious Furnace on top of that. Maybe I should have done. To push even more damage. Also, Order, you're right, I'm dumb. Well, actually, am I dumb? No, I'm not punished. Never punished. Alright, just casually gain 18 armor, I suppose. And I can live with that. Grommash up next turn. Just keep clearing minions. Right, so they're on 27 right now. We have 14 damage incoming, 15 damage, 16 damage. I could Chemical Spill him as well, which would leave him on 4. No, I think I Chemical Spill the Factory Assembly bot next turn if I have to. Get bonked. Get bonked. I am running out of fuel very quickly. Okay. Boom is pretty big as well. I don't think today is a boom turn. It's pretty close to a boom turn, though. It'll get me back 2 Fireworkers. I think we Chemical Spill the Factory Assembly bot. And maybe I put a Furnace on him for a bit of extra health.
Maybe... no, no.
I'm my best assistant.
Face, please. Alright, you tried. But I would rather this come out of Boom. Inventor Boom, that is. And he has to kill both minions here, because I have lethal with Sanguine Depths. Okay. That's a pretty good play. I can ping that with my Sanguine Depth, of course. Alright, go get him, Boom.
They're alive.
Should have done that first, you're right, I'm dumb. It's lethal, though. It's not lethal. I got the copy bot. No! Whoopsie. I didn't actually realize you could get the copy bot from that. Okay, we actually probably lose from here now. I need my draw cards. I need Acolyte, I think. Well, that doesn't help. Khadgar, bad spells, please. That has to be Ice Barrier, right? I can't remember. I've literally not played against Khadgar. Well, counter spell, okay. It can be Ice Barrier as well, though, right? As if they get health. Pain. I think that kills me, actually. I don't think I can do 11 now. Alright, well played.
Oh, you got me.
Alright, Mage, well done. You got a little lucky. Man, if only I got the assembly bot and not the assembled bot. Even if I got the fire guy, that still would have been a lot of threat at 6 health. They had to kill it, and there was potentially 8 damage locked in that. Ooh, another class that isn't being played a lot, though I have seen that people are playing Button Druid now. I don't really want the Blast Tortoise, ever. Recommend Deckham is definitely a later game card. The Oscillator's fine for cheating out an early mech. I'll keep Sanguine Depths as well in case I need to do 1 damage. Alright, that's a curve. I'm good on 1, and I'm good at 8. Just need to top deck in between. Ah. Dragon Druid, of course. Well, this might elicit the button at the very least. Never mind. They'll let me trade into the 3-2. Lovely. We are going to be saving Coin Chemical Spell, because I need it. I will play Sanguine Depths just in case I need to push 1 damage to my opponent's minions. Well, certainly a start. Yeah, it is a little bit of a heavy hand. I will say the curve of this deck is pretty bad. It is definitely lopsided towards the heavy end. Alright. Let's send a chemical spill and let's try and turn some of this around. That'll get me factory assembly bot. Sure. I probably should have pinged the 2-1 as well, to not make it an easy trade into the 6-2. Yeah, I probably should have done that.
Fill the skies with a cascade of sparkles.
Ooh, although... Trade into the 4-3? Yeah. Druid shouldn't have that many fast answers. They probably have... Swipe is probably the worst outcome for me here. But if the 4-8 lives, I have recommend deck him to copy it. Oh, that's going to be swipe, I assume. Oh no, they have the mana. Wild growth. Okay. Right. Decision, decision, decision. Do I ping this or ping this? And then copy it. I think I ping the 5-1 so the recommend deck him definitely goes to the face. And I push more damage that way. Or more guaranteed damage. The 1. Smoke. 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 And now look, the pressure is on. Like, they want to kill the 4-3, but they're going to take 8 damage for the cause. And Grommash is incoming. Grommash is incoming. A card I can play, please. So close. What is in my death pool? It's just the... Oh no, assembly bot's in there as well. And the assembled bot. So it's a 66% chance I get the... Interesting. 66% chance I get the... factory assembly bot. Ah! 10 armor, are you kidding me? Okay. So you come out as 4, I damage you to 10, you get 12. So then they're out of lethal range. I think I go for boom here and hope one hits the face. Okay, I missed the 66% chance again. But it's fine. Again, they have to clear the board and it's Druid. Druid can't do this. Right? They definitely don't have Reno. Wow. That was actually really good luck for me. You're on 13 now. Nice. This is going swimmingly, honestly. I say it's going swimmingly. It's kind of going as I anticipated. As long as you don't draw the giant top heavy part of the deck, It's kind of okay. The other big test for this deck will be Token Hunter, because in my testing it really struggled against it, which is why I'm running the Bladestorms and the Furious Furnace. I could also just not run up against Hunter at all, or Demon Hunter for that matter.
Warlocks are friends to all.
I'll show you Titan-forged fury.
Druid, I can't ever think it's Dragon Druid again, in which case I want to be fairly aggressive. So I'm actually going to keep the testing dummy. I know saying fairly aggressive when it's 6-drop. If I can draw the Oscillator and play this on 5, I'd be pretty content. We didn't get that. However, right now, the Chemical Spell, not great. It would be a 1-mana cheat on this, but getting him out as early as you can, I think, is the winner's choice here. Ah, this might be Spell Druid. I've literally not seen this deck either. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I've seen it one time, and they did no spell damage. They just, like, insta-conceded, basically. Alright, let's get the pain out.
Let the pain speak to me.
See what you do to this. See if you're willing to swipe the 4-1. And use the coin for that matter. Alright, I'll trade that. I was hoping for a better minion, but we'll just drop a Furnace on tempo. So if I play Chemical Spill next turn, I would get a Ziliax right now. Which, by the way, would just pop the Divine Shield on it.
We all exist in harmony.
Ooh, that has to be the right play. Yeah, just ignore what the Druid is doing. This sets up the dummy next turn. They have a cool hero. Yeah, I quite like this one. Murloc's got done pretty dirty with this set as well. Like, I don't feel they're particularly well represented right now. Which was actually surprising to me. I don't know if it's going to be in the mini set or something. But I thought, like, Murloc Shaman would have been an archetype we would have supported for the anniversary. It seems fairly iconic. Not that Shudderwock wasn't, so. He wanted the minions there. That's not how that card works. Also didn't attack me, so that was an interesting choice. I'm going to try and protect the 1/3. Okay, I can't. I want this to stay on the board so that I can break it with the weapon again. I can also copy it with Rectum and Deckham. And in fact, I could push a lot of damage here. Unless they steal it with Yogg. Yogg, kill your board. Thank you. Good idea, Yogg. Although you are healing for a lot here. Thank you, Yogg. Very good. Well done, Yogg. Alright, what is the game plan here? Bladestorm into Fireworker. Would be okay. I would take quite a lot of damage, but it leaves a kind of sticky minion on the board that I could combine with the Containment Unit next turn. I don't hate it. We are going to take 8 damage in the process. Say Livy. I am a little bit alarmed they've set up the spell damage location, but they surely don't have 24 yet, right? You're a combo deck. It's far too soon. You've only played, Well, you've looked at 14 cards in your deck. Okay, that's fine. You gain a bunch of armor, so be it. The other thing I could just do is put a containment unit straight onto this and then pop it immediately with the wrench. Actually, how does that work? If it has 2 death rattles?
Maybe...
For science? For science with the right card?
Do not fear. Corruption is
Hammer down!
Oh, you do get both. Alright. I still don't believe you have 24 damage even with... Wait, you drew off this, right? Yeah, because it's not glowing. With +2 spell damage. And they basically can't kill the 11/11 anymore. Alright, so this is their stall turn. Go get him, Boombox.
Solves any problem.
Okay. Bellowing Flames Recum Decum seems pretty good here. I could also just go for a Boom Wrench. I could also just go for a Ziliax. Ziliax, but it doesn't trade particularly well. 5 with 8 on the board. It probably kills the 2/2, leaves 5/6. I need to kill the 5/6. But maybe I just let the mech here just go for it. Sure, that is the best value. Alright, the 2/1 did die. I was slightly concerned. Alright, that's fine. That's pretty good as a result as well. Not gonna lie, Tyrion, very good. And then we'll start pushing the button so that we stay as healthy as possible so we don't get spell damage down. You don't have it. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. Yeah, you're gonna use Rake or something. You don't have it, that's why. You don't have it. He has it. Alright. Oh yeah, he's used to snake oil salesman, hasn't he? Fair enough, Druid. A little bit unlucky again on the 50-50. If it just gone face, we would have won on the Recum and Decum. Yeah. Hey ho.
Magni versus Magni.
Okay. Almost certain this isn't the mirror. Boom Wrench into Fireworker. I like that curve. We just need to live through turns 2 and 3. It's a warrior, so they're going to be playing a control deck, because why would you be playing this psychotic deck? So they're probably not going to do anything on turns 2 or 3 anyway. And even if they do now, we have a little bit of protection in Ziliax if they ever get a giant board. Yep, it's Control Warrior.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
There's no point cutting the boom wrench out. Alright, this is the most aggressive opening from a control warrior I've ever seen. Oh, hang on a minute, is it Highlander? Because they're running Greedy Partner, which I don't think is in the normal control list. At least it's not in the list I used to play. Alright, I might have to coin the boom wrench out just to deal with some of this. They can't have any more minions. I'll just take 4 a turn. It's fine. They'll run out eventually. Yep, they'll definitely run out eventually. This is, by the way, Highlander Warrior. I assume because you're running ETC, you're running the one with the... I forgot what they're called now, but like the eye stalk things that give you... They cast like a random spell of 1 cost, then 2, then 3, then 4. And if you duplicate the battle cry, you can get it doing 10. Which does disgusting things, by the way. I should probably deny you draw at this point. But I'm a little bit concerned about my old health, so I'll let you draw some cards, and the next turn we'll start doing our pop-off turn. Wow. I did not expect Rostrot Viper to come out of ETC, weirdly. It's still not that bad. In fact, I could coin Fireworker Boom Wrench. And I think I will. So Ziliax is at 4 cost now. That'll restore me back a little bit of health. Also, I'd recommend deck him if they leave the 5/5 up. Which they're not going to. Chemical Spill might be the other play for next turn, but we'll see. They're perfectly killing them right now. Another 3 damage from this one, please. Okay, 2 but went to the face, so it's a good choice. Alright. Yeah, Chemical Spill, the factory bot. I can't let this game go on forever, they'll outvalue me. Would have really liked to hit the 3/3. Oh well. Right, they have the card that wins you a brawl when it's played. That is active now. So don't play giant boards. Cool. Nice trade from the 2/1. I think in the interest of playing cards and keeping the tempo up, I should do this. It's slight pain, because it might mess my 8 turn up now, because I was going to play bot face on 8. But if this can live, which it can't. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Alright, Botface, time to carry. Time to be the legendary you ought to have been. I.e., not total garbage. Now, that's lucky. Being a warrior, they could obviously Bladestorm this and just fill my hand with minis. Which would be slightly upsetting.
Explosions, now in color.
That's a bit of a kick in the teeth as well, to be completely honest with you.
Move fast here.
Go get him, bot face. They're at 60 health right now. Slight issue.
I should eat you. The Titans' blade shall never die.
They haven't played Odin yet, but still the weapon is going to be a bit of an issue. I could next turn play the Ziliac Deluxe 3000 with a Furious Furnace on it to cleave all of these down. It is a little bit too much on the board, but I have to go relatively fast. I'm going to lose otherwise. Wow. They got the 1 cost and played it. Slightly unusual decision. By the way, I hope you're prepared for value.
Insignificant.
Go get him, Wreck him and deck him. Okay. Some free frost spells, there's more value. What's the strangest thing I've ever eaten in my life? Honestly, nothing that Larry. Pretty boring palettes, so to speak. Yeah, I can't think of anything too obscure. Honestly, like leaning towards duck being the most obscure thing I've eaten, which isn't that obscure.
Is an illusion.
Well, this is about to be a bit weird. But I'm not one of those people that, you know, I think some people go to restaurants and like, oh, I want to try this, I've never tried it before, it's, you know, it's new. I'm very much like, I've had this before, therefore I'll like it, therefore I'll have it. Also pretty goddamn annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Do I Bladestorm a guy? Possibly. I mean, realistically, this isn't helping me. But I have to make sure that Yogg dies. I could do that with Sanguine as well, but... I mean, I could also do it with Bellowing Flames, I suppose. Is that just the better play? Sure. Actually, let me see what's in here first.
Another snap.
I gotta move.
I'm cooking a new plaid.
With all these cards.
And that is just to mill their entire deck.
Oh,
Well, that's also very unfortunate. Alright, well played. Enjoy. Minus 9 cards was that? Probably gonna lose. was such a greedy Highlander deck as well. It had the Excavate package in it, it had the Armageddon Odin package in it. It had Boom Boss in it as well.
Magni versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
I'll show you.
Okay, let me keep Bladestorm just in case it's triple unholy. Not that many people are running that anymore. I do like playing Frequency Oscillator on 1. I guess I'll keep Sanguine Depths as well. I think this is probably as good a hand as I can hope for. Possibly Powderman might be a better get, and if I was going to, pick, probably put an Acolyte in there. And this card is never going to get better than playing it now, because next turn they can just push the button. And if they coin button, then fantastic. Okay, I'll kill that with Sanguine. Well, yeah, I'll kill that with Sanguine. Well, yeah, I'll kill it with Sanguine. If I don't do it this turn, I'll be doing it in a turn fairly soon. I know they're just going to push the button and kill the 2-1. Waste their turn 2.
My pain doesn't
Alright, it's Plague Death Knight. I see someone has come out to have fun today. I am going to clear this because... Just because greedy Demon Hunter, Death Knights exist out there, I don't want them to spread that around. In a turn we have Testing Dummy coming up. Or Fireworker now. I think I Fireworker now. I'd rather just be proactive.
You have earned an
Alright, Hellion 4. Why not? It's just become a race now. Okay. Furious Furnace into Recom and Deckham. And now we push the damage. They've shuffled 5 plagues in, so the Chain Guardian is -5 right now. It's -7 now. Can you kill it? Well, apparently they can. Or they can't. Okay. Well, that might be... I'm hoping it might be game. As they can't really kill my board right now. Otherwise they'll die. There's 8 coming from this. Potentially 8 from this, but, who knows. You had boiled pig's tongue. I imagine being a tongue, you'd have to cook it pretty long for it to not be, like, gelatinous and tough. And scrambled egg with brains. I'm not gonna lie, I can't say that really appeals to me either. I think I've got lethal by some means. I'm just trying to pass it out right now.
All life must end.
Yeah. Because I can chemical this, which guarantees me another 6 damage, but I need to create board space for 2 to do that. There's probably an unlikely world where I missed lethal if all the boom bots rolled like 1 damage. But I think on average, we were fine. Alright, give it one more go. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. As at least a starting point, this is 3-3 right now. I will say, we haven't really faced a caliber of decks that, the top players play. We're still climbing back up through the lower tiers. Ah, okay. Demon Hunter. Is this the super demon hunter that I've heard so much about? Alright, I will mulligan the 10 drops. Alright. Can I mulligan again, please? It's actually not the absolute worst hand right now. I can coin Chemical Spill, which currently gives me a Grommash on 4.
To perfection.
Wow. They've drawn all of their weapons. Unlucky. I think I'll play this on tempo. I'm a little bit spooked right now. Again, apologies if I need AoE for some reason versus this deck. I don't think I do. I think I need help is actually what I need, because I believe this is the weapon that everyone's complaining about. I'll just push button. As it will give you like a discounted Magtheridon or something, and you can start playing Magtheridons for 4 and stuff like that. And then the other one is the... what's she called? Shopkeeper or... window shopper, that's it. And it's a really high chance you find Magtheridon. And, you know, you'll get a Magtheridon for 6/5. It's pretty obnoxious. Also, I will say now the Grommash play is not as good, because they can just trade it out. So I might Fireworker instead.
I'm the perfect toy for you.
Oh yeah, and then the one mana 1/1 Magtheridon is the other fun part of it. Alright.
Explosions, now in color.
Also, if this is destroyed and they leave minions on the board, Ziliax can give me some health, as it'll be very discounted next turn. Okay. What are we doing with the rest of the mana, though, is the question.
That toy was made just...
Ah, the other Window Shopper. I kind of think this is the dream draw for this deck, because I believe, like, Window Shopper is the big issue with the deck. Or I say issue. It's the strong point of the deck. Oh, okay. Chemical Spill into Factory Assembly Bot. Alright, Bloodthirsty today. Refuses to hit the minion again. Not against it. Okay, AoE. Ah, Magtheridon, of course. Ooh. I can't be punished for playing a minion, right? The worst that could happen is explosive runes, which isn't that bad. Summoning Ward. Ah! This deck counters Magtheridon because he's dormant, so the damage is all going to go face. I've just realised. I've solved the meta, it's this deck. Right?
I'm the perfect toy for
Oh, here comes another 1 mana 1/1 Magtheridon, maybe.
You stink!
Oh.
Mysterious orb. What?
Okay. So they rolled pretty poorly on the old demons.
Shadows
It could be counterspell. I can get punished for attacking because of freezing trap. I think I just do the same thing I did before. I just play a testing dummy and just leave it. So it was explosive. Why did my hand show up for Magtheridon then? Yikes! That's a lot of damage. And I used my furnace, I did. Alright, not even close. I'm gonna have to copy Ziliax with Recommend Deckham, otherwise I die. Which is no bueno. Now I could ping this with Sanguine Depths to lose the Divine Shield, but I think I might need it. Or maybe I ping one and not the other. Alright, I'm glad I made that decision. Oh yeah, I can't ping the other one because it gets destroyed by Recommend Deckham. Right. Right. I hate to burst Divine Shield on this, but it's probably the right play. Just so that I don't, you know, die.
Your will is strong.
Apparently I'm still dying. Oh, red card. Alright. Well done. Oh, you don't even need it. Alright, that is a strong deck. I can see why people are a little bit upset about it. I do believe that control decks are pretty well matched up for it, so maybe that's what we do next time. Maybe we'll play a control deck instead. Anyway, as at least a basis of this, the Boom Warrior deck, where I'm focused more on the Boom archetype, I think this list is pretty solid as a starting point. I will say, running both Recommend Deckham and Chemical Spill, I think it leaves you too many, like, very specific cards to run in your deck, and if you draw like 3 of those 4 early on, you basically just lose the game. So I think if I was going to come back and revisit this, and maybe I will come back and revisit this, I would drop one of the 2 cards, and it's possibly going to be Recommend Deckham, to be honest with you, because it's very, very specific. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, YouTube, what changes would you make to this list, and are you running this deck? Are you one of the very small percentage of players that are trying to make Boom Warrior a thing? Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, YouTube, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!